time a baby is born on this island, an elder has to disappear. It's how they keep the population balanced. The outside world's been overrun by a virus, and Helgeland Island is the last safe haven for humanity. Resources here are super limited, only enough to support 513 people. As he watched his grandson born safely, Grandpa didn't hesitate to go meet his maker. He thought this would bring peace to the island, but it didn't, because the woman had twins, which meant one more person had to go. The island chief immediately called a meeting to discuss it. Some folks suggested the chief let it slide this time, since one extra baby wouldn't make much of a difference, but others weren't happy about that, because once you break the rule this time, it'll keep happening. So the chief decided to start a point-based elimination system. Everyone would be ranked based on their skills and character. Do good things, get points. Do bad things, lose points. Whenever the number goes over 513, the bottom 3 get placed in the elimination zone, and then everyone votes on who should leave. A boy watching TV saw his score was third from the bottom and freaked out. But Jack told him not to worry, since his mom was the island chief. She'd definitely find a way to boost his score. And sure enough, the next day she arranged for the boy to give away his apple to someone else. That counted as a good deed, and earned him 10 points. He moved up 1 rank. Soon it was time for the final vote. The guy in last place was a carpenter who'd been caught stealing. The islanders all voted for him to go. Just as the carpenter thought he was about to die, his wife suddenly stood up. She exposed how Jack had abused his mother's power, and used food to pressure women to have relations with him. While everyone was still in shock, more and more women stood up and called out Jack's awful behavior. That's when Jack completely panicked. He ran to his mom begging her to speak up for him. But the evidence was rock solid. Even the chief didn't know what to say. In the end, she had no choice but to put Jack up for a vote. To her surprise, over 400 islanders voted for Jack to be eliminated. But as Jack's mom, she couldn't bear to have him executed. So she decided to exile him to the outside world. And since the outside was crawling with the virus, being exiled was basically the same as a death sentence. The next morning, Jack was taken off the island by an armed squad. Before he left, he even headbutted the carpenter. Clearly, he still hadn't learned a thing. It wasn't until he arrived in the post-apocalyptic city by speedboat that he finally felt real fear.